The first sequence in the deliverables that Team 2Day needed to figure out is in the initiation stage, which is why are we doing this project? And what is the main deliverable coming out of this project? The team's main deliverable was to create an improved customer experience with a retrofitted vehicle and make it more effective and appealing to drivers of the vehicle. The reason for why we are doing this project, or the secondary deliverables perhaps, was to learn and apply project management concepts and for each team member to apply their own deliverable, like coordination, team leader, stage of the project. And now we will discuss the second process. The second process for the project was the planning stage. The team used the project charter to plan the project. The outputs from the planning stage was the creation of the project plan as well as the communications plan, schedules, and potential risk and issues. Already knowing the main project plan, which was to create the improved customer experience with the creation of a retrofitted car, we didn't have to spend much time on that portion. We quickly moved forward to the communication plan. We found it most effective to communicate project discussion over text and Zoom. Zoom was used for our main brainstorming sessions and was the most efficient communication resource to complete the project. Texting was a safe backup for scheduling concerns, quick questions, or something we needed to share right away that couldn't wait until a Zoom meeting. The schedule we created was to meet twice a week over the Zoom platform, discuss and create a plan for the week. This plan included each individual's expectation and role on how to contribute that week, and then work individually in between meetings so that we could come to the meeting well equipped. Potential risks and issues for the team most circulated around our scheduled meeting times. Other risks identified were potential lack of contribution, problems with steady communication, or even falling behind the expected due date.
After assessing the project charter where we planned and figured out the project plan and picture of the team, we moved forward into the third process and third deliverable of the project, which was execution and controlling. So many projects fail because throughout the duration of the project, people aren't tracking the baseline of the project and forget their plan. We needed to reassess our plan and purpose at this stage to assure we were moving forward with the main goal in our line of view. As stated, we already knew our objective, which was the main deliverable, and that was to learn and apply project management skills to each create an individual deliverable that contributes to the team's main goal. Create a retrofitted car that will be efficient, effective, and interesting to the driver. After regrouping and repositioning our main deliverable into the forefront of our goals, we went forward with the execution of the main objectives: the design thinking debrief, the project initiation, a spreadsheet of the plan and timeline of the project, and a team development report. We used the progress reports to assess where we were in the process. The progress reports decreased our project failure rate by implementing project business management practices. We took a step back and looked at where we were in line with our goal and identified potential issues at this stage that may be holding us back more than we originally thought they would at the beginning of the project. Most potential issues were the scheduling holdbacks. It was difficult to find times where all 5 team members were free and available to discuss project deadlines and our next steps. When we saw this risk, we decided to remove set times from our weekly meetings and discuss over text when we were going to meet for that week. Once we figured that out, we went back to the ultimate deliverable itself, the project. We continued our research on modern technology on cars that we knew would have the biggest impact on modernizing our older car. After identifying which potential issues came to fruition and taking action to fix them, we were able to move forward to the fourth and final process, the closing stage. This stage included performance reports, progress on the project, and the deliverables. Our performance reports concluded that we were doing a steady job with our research and figuring out meeting times, but we had fallen behind on a couple of the due dates for the project. We had to ask for an extension and get approval to submit a couple of the project parts late. This showed that we hadn't managed our times for that week as well as we could have and had to figure out what to do to prevent that moving forward. Overall, we learned lessons that we want to take forward because it will feed into the next project that we do. We learned that in terms of a team project, there is no such thing as too much communication. We learned that it is important to first discover each individual's natural talents and abilities and then mold that into how they will contribute to the team rather than sticking everyone into a role and just expecting them to succeed naturally. That part required patience and a little trial and error in the beginning stages of the project. One last thing the team learned is that it takes everyone in order to succeed. Thankfully, our group contributed equally throughout the duration of the project, and we recognize that without that, then we could have been falling behind on our main deliverable. Overall, everyone on the team contributed towards the deliverable of the project, and because of that, we were able to be successful as a team.